The important lesson.
That everyone is facing the same struggles.
Right. And that our struggles, since they're universal, we can apply those same strategies. We can help each other. If we were facing different obstacles, then my struggle isn't your struggle, and then therefore how can we really help each other? But if we're struggling with the same things, then that's when we can collaborate and say, yeah, I'm struggling with.
Similarly, what we're doing is on the right track, because it's the same thing that other universities, other institutions have seen be successful. There was a gal in Chicago, I can't remember her name, but she was in Chicago, and I looped with her, and she was walking across campus, which I thought was cool, because I think that's sort of the...
Oh, I think I remember that one.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the nature of Loop. Like, we're all busy, we're all going, this is our lives, but it's important that we connect with each other, even if we're walking across campus when we do it. But a lot of what she said, because they had just recently, like, had a turning point where they're like, that moment that we had, we're doing this. And she said, we just decided we're doing it, and we went, and she talked about a number of different projects and strategies that they use that have been really successful, and they're all the same things that we're doing.
Right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so great. She just kept laughing. Like, every few seconds she would laugh, and she would like, that's exactly where we were 3 years ago, and just keep doing it because it works out. It works out. Like, I've seen into your future, and in 3 years, it's going to be awesome. So, and I kind of feel like just knowing the pace that we've been moving at and where we were and where we're going, I feel like, we're about 3 years out from that point where we know, like, yes, everything we've done has worked,
and I think we've made a lot of good connections from the very first loop call that I had with Lee from Capella. Just, she outlined our whole process. What we do is what they do, except they have that team of people. But she talked about being an instructional architect or a design architect, where we're looking at programs. And that first loop call, I mean, of course, that that's where we hoped we would be. And from that first loop call last year, we knew that that's where we wanted to go. And then this year, having 2 programs, 4 programs that we're helping to develop. I mean, I think that's been so impactful, having, just like you said, in 3 years, we're going to be there. So don't worry. We're on the right track. We see that this is the way that higher ed is going. This is the way that we can impact our students and our faculty to better educational experiences for our students. And so we're moving on that right track. We just
it's like having a sneak peek at whether you're going to be successful at what you're trying or not. And then sometimes we get to be that sneak peek for other people and give them ideas.
Right.
Or even the people who have successfully implemented something we're just starting to look at, and then we're like, oh, it would be cool, because like we want to start doing the same thing, and so we're thinking about how we're going to do it, and then we mention that, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to totally steal that idea. Right. Please steal all of the ideas.
Yeah.
So
I love that it doesn't have, we're a small little community college, but yet we're facing the same struggles that large university is facing. And the things that we're doing in small community college, they're working in large university settings. So I think that just being able to span that space of location and size, I think that's awesome. I think that instructional designers anywhere, no matter whatever institution they're in, if it's for profit, not for profit, local
private,
university,
public,
private,
community college, everybody can get something out of Loop.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about making those connections. So you could use one of our many, many failed selfies.
Got a lot of those. A lot of those to choose from. Do walking and bumping into things. That's us!
They're probably headed towards some kind of food.